Hey guys, welcome back. You are still watching The Spot, and yes, we are in a bit of a different, mood, a different area with some different ambience today. We are at La Campana Tropicana, and we've been joined by a very talented lady. She is a filmmaker, she's a producer, she's a director, she's done film, she's done TV, and she's done it in fact, we're going to find out, but she's done it in different aspects as well. And most recently, she worked on the very first movie to come out from EbonyLife Films, EbonyLife Films, the movie 50. Please welcome Topé. So, you know what, someone told me, we were talking about you yesterday, and someone told me that you had actually started off, or you've done like Yoruba movies.
Yeah.
And you acted.
Yes.
And I didn't know that you acted. I never knew.
I know.
In
Yoruba
movies?
No, well, Yoruba, English, and whatever. I actually acted for a couple of years. I think almost 10 years before getting behind the camera.
And did you just decide that I don't want to be in front of the camera anymore? Or?
It started with being on an Amaka Igwe movie, and it was like the first time I met her.
Okay.
So we're in a script conference. She usually likes to have this talk with her actors, on the script, to get everybody into the story, not just your part. So we had that kind of conference, and we talked, and I was really vocal, even though I was regularly shy, but I had something to say about every other person's character, and this one, and this way she wear this and all that. So after the meeting, she was like, "You wait." So when they all left, she was like, "Have you thought about directing?" I said, "Who, me? How?" She said, "No, I think you should think about it." I said, "No, I'm not going to think about it." She said, "No, I think you have, you think like one, so you should absolutely look at it, consider it." Well, I just toss it to the side, like she doesn't know what she's talking about. I said, "But, I'm a woman." She said, "But I'm a woman too." I said, "Yes, you are Amaka Igwe." She said, "You too, one day you'll become Topé." I said, I hear you, So she kind of planted the seed, which was to germinate, I think about 2 or 3 years later. I started thinking of, wanting to do more. I wanted to challenge myself more. I got more interested in movies. And then I thought, wait, she did say this some time ago. Okay, let me explore it. But then I didn't speak out. I just started reading up on my own, watching more movies, getting online, studying and doing up stuff. So I got sufficiently interested. I was like, okay, I might just want to try this. Then I started talking about it to people that, I'm interested in directing. Who? But yeah, woman.
Where?
There weren't so many females then.
Yeah.
Like I said, yes, I'm interested in it. Okay, let's see how long this fascination lasts. And I got into it. I started, working for free for people. I'd say I'll aid you for you for free. Basically to watch how it's done.
Yeah.
It's different when you're in front of the camera and then when so I wanted to see what it was like on the other side. So I did a lot of that, commercials. Series. I did some with Bukamata, etc. And when I felt comfortable enough, I took a further leap and then another leap, and then I didn't go back to acting. Long story short, I don't know how that happened, but not really, but sometimes you would see some scripts or see some movies, and I was like, oh, it would be nice to play that, but I don't miss it like no.
Wow, that is so cool. That's like, okay, so when you were acting, who were some of the people that you really were like, this is a great person to work with, and who did you hate? Because I want juice. I like juice. I like girls.
I don't know about the.
No,
I don't know about that
no,
side.
she's just us. The only ones here.
Yes, just here.
It's all there. Don't fall for it.
For me, really, I always wanted to work with Amaka Igwe.
Yeah.
So when that call came, it was for me like, the zenith, and I made. And guess what? The movies never came out. But this is the purpose the movies were supposed to, serve. Because I saw her like a year before she passed, and she was still like, you're not a director. I'll show people what you were when you were I will release those movies. I said, okay, I'm ready,
Wow.
But she never got to release them, unfortunately. But that for me was, I wanted to work with her. I'd always looked at her and said, this woman, I want to work with her. I got that opportunity. And I got more.
Yeah.
What about 50? What was that like?
Yeah, 50 was, for the want of a better word, a festival.
Wow.
Yeah. As you know, 50 was produced in 2014. at about this time last year,
booked an appointment
we
with
had
Harley
just
Street's
wrapped.
best.
We wrapped
I
end
am
of
giving
November.
these
Okay.
Yeah, end of
What do you
November.
think?
We started in September, October, so we ran pre-production to production for like 3 months. Yeah, and then post kicked up afterwards. As you know, it's sort of first, so to speak, along the lines of the budget and the scale. It's a really big movie, grand scale, large crew, and all of that. Our crew was basically from Nigeria, from the UK, from SA, so there was that coordination. They're like an international, like coordinating like how many states and countries. So I was always like, on emails on the phone, and equipment arrived from here, people from here and all of that. So, like I said, it was a festival. It wasn't a lot of fun, you know how it is when
you're the
something
it's on your neck like this, and MA.
We love her.
Yes, but man, woe betide you if you're not
If
doing
something is not
something
in place,
and she needs it done.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
I'm going to be
and I'm a
visiting the
bit
Big
of a
5-0,
perfectionist
and
as well.
with
So
you, the
even when
viewers,
she's not,
I'm going to be marking it with style.
I am the one who is doing that to myself, or on
Yeah.
the crew, or so everything like must be in place at the time needed.
Get rich quick schemes?
So I mean, it was difficult.
You wake up, Chiki. How many?
Sometimes I describe it as the kind of production I'd never done before. Because I mean, for every project I learn something new. There's a new experience. For 50, I would describe it totally as that. It was in every way, a new, different experience. It had massive challenges that we surpassed. And at the Lagos premiere, I was pretty emotional because I looked at it and I was like, okay, wow, it's here. We finished it, successfully. We didn't die.
This is it. Yeah.
We didn't die. Of course, there were a lot of fights, as you know how it is. Sometimes B and I will be at loggerheads. Sometimes it's MA and I. Sometimes it's with the actors, and stuff. But
you finally made it.
We made it, and it's here, and it's glorious. And
quick question: what are you working on now? Let me. No.
Before no, because we're gonna go on a break. When we come back, we're gonna get the answer to that question and much more. We still have the lovely Topé here, so we'll be with you in just a moment.
Hi guys, welcome back to The Spot, and today we're talking about movies and the whole world of movies and everything involved in it. But I had a question before our last break. I wanted to find out, what are you currently working on, or what are the next couple of steps?
Yeah, I think what are is
There's always
appropriate.
more than one thing.
I'm kind of like a work junkie. I hate to be idle, so as much as possible, I like to load up my calendar like months ahead.
Yeah.
So for me, 2016, I'm directing a series that I've already signed up for. There's about 3 movies somewhere in there.
Wow.
that feature lengths. 2 I'm producing for others, and 1 mine personally.
Ooh.
And thanks. And there's a short film I shot a few months ago that
It'll come out.
Yeah. Releasing early 2016.
Can you tell us about that, or is it kind of under wraps?
No, it's not. I've actually released the poster on social media. It's called Ireti. Ireti in English means hope, and it's a movie. Like I say, it's a movie for women. It's a movie for humanity. It's about self-emancipation, about realizing that you hold a key to whatever it is that you feel holds you down. So this is the story of a woman in this situation, which looks like, it's hopeless, there's no way out, this is her world, this is what she knows, this is normal. How you sometimes find yourself in a situation and you feel like, this is the end.
Yeah.
I just accept it, and I'm there.
Yeah.
And, this was her case. She lost her child, so she had been in this state forever, until a particular day when she has this encounter, which I cannot talk about, that then brings about the realization that, I have the key to get out, so that's why I said it's for every woman, because a lot of women find themselves in that kind of situation, because she's also a woman, and then it's for humanity. Every man also sometimes you're in that situation and you feel, all hope is lost.
Yeah.
Or you're scrambling around and looking for help when you should actually be looking
within.
inwards.
Inwards. Oh yeah, that's
So
that's a great message. I look forward to seeing that. Hey, cool. So I mean, we've I want to talk a little bit more about 50, because I know we're talking about movies now.
Yeah.
In terms of like the movie industry in Nigeria, there are a lot of differing opinions on Nollywood and what Nollywood means, and people are now splitting it. Oh, old Nollywood, new Nollywood, the movies that are made in the East, and then the ones that are now slick, and and then people complain about all this, and then you have something like 50, which doesn't. I don't know where it fits. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, what do you think about that whole, in the industry reaction to 50 and where it fits in our Nigerian or African movie industry now?
My personal opinion, I think we shouldn't get hung up on semantics
Okay.
of what is Nollywood or what Nollywood is or whatever. The basic thing is we have films that are made in Nigeria, and that's all we need to know. All movies made in Hollywood are not made in America are not Hollywood movies. Do you understand?
Okay.
So I think we're getting unnecessarily hung up on the word or term or what it is. For me, I mean, I'm a filmmaker from Nigeria. I work in Nigeria, as do a lot of people. So I think that's what's the most important. What is 50? 50 is a Nigerian movie.
Yep.
What is, the other films we see, they're movies from Nigeria. And even in America or other developed film industries in the world, you have A movies, you have B, you have C, you have D,
true,
so
true.
if
Made
you
for TV,
exactly,
all those things,
there are different classes, there are different budgets, which definitely would determine what the movie will look like or the quality of the movie. It doesn't mean that movie is not from that country.
Okay.
Or a film or
Yeah.
part of that industry.
Because a good movie is a good movie, no matter where.
Yeah,
So it could be a D movie, but it
whatever
just,
it is.
Yeah, and it just comes
So
out.
I think we shouldn't get hung up on it. They're all movies from Nigeria that are made by a spare parts dealer or whatever. A film is a film, and then you decide
Whether you like it.
I like it or not.
Yeah.
That's it, and then you go see what you like. You leave what you don't like. It's as simple as that.
Okay, so you mentioned the whole old Nollywood and new Nollywood argument, and I remember at the pre-screening of 50, Tunde Kalani made a comment about how as Nigerian filmmakers, we're making movies that the Nigerian people ask for and that they relate to. So we shouldn't ever really compare and make comments about whether or not this is old because it's more polished, or this is new because it's more polished, and this is old because it's got like people running around and sound effects that are extra sharp and stuff. What are your views on the two? Do you just think we need to continue making stories that people want to see, or should we seek to elevate certain standards in terms of our production quality, in terms of our stories and so on, so that we can transport our movies outside? Even though, we're currently, they are outside already. There are people in the Caribbean who love watching old Nollywood movies and can't believe that this is what Africa actually looks like.
For me, first of all, content is king. So, when you're talking movies or films, the first and most important thing is the story. This is why people buy that CD. This is why they go to the cinemas, because they want to see the story. Then whatever else you are adding on, your visual effects, your whatever, they are jara, they are extras, But the first thing for me is the story. Let's be serious with the story. Let's get a compelling story. Let's get a story that, transports people, from their reality into some magical place, makes them feel good or whatever, gives them that rush, which is why people buy the ticket to the cinema. Like, I want to have this experience and sit in a dark room and all of that. So first of all, is the story. At this point in Nigeria, I don't think we still have that problem of production quality, because everybody shoots on high definition now. Like, nobody does SD. So we already have pretty pictures. What you probably just need to do the extra work of making sure you get a good cinematographer, or you get a good sound person, to make sure that you have clean sound, and all of that. But like I said, first thing is the story. Then you can tackle all those other bits, which comes with getting a good producer to make sure that you hire the right people to produce this to international standards. And then when we talk about international standards as well, my concern, first of all, is making, your movie for yourself, for your people, for here, and then take it out, and then people I mean, these people you're taking it to outside should then be able to understand your culture, understand your
Right.
thinking, understand your psychology from watching
Okay.
a film,
I gotcha.
but not trying to
Make an American
make
story.
something
No,
Nigerian.
yeah,
and
right.
then-
yeah, that's like trying to be fake. You know,
Yeah.
you're giving them what is not them, and you cannot do it as good as they do.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so
do
present
your own
yourself
thing.
and then send it out like this is who we are, and then
Yeah.
you know you get more attention that way.
Okay, awesome. I do have a question, but I'm going to take it after the break. We'll see you right after this for more on the spot.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. You are still watching the spot here at La Campana Tropicana, enjoying the breeze here. There's some hammocks in the back. We might go chill afterwards. But we still have the lovely Topé Oshin, and we're talking movies. Now, if you guys want to follow along with the conversation, which I hope you've been doing already, you already know that you can follow us on social media via Twitter, via email, via Facebook. But if you also want to talk to us directly, you can tweet Topé at Topé Oshin, that's Topé Oshin, and Zainab at Zainab__ Balogun, because one underscore is never enough. And I'm
took
at
my name.
at L Akintobi. So you can follow that discussion. Now Zainab had another question, so shoot.
So this is from like an acting an actor's standpoint. So I go to this acting workshop frequently, and one of the questions that everybody always has is, when you get a role and you have a movie that, I don't know, maybe the budget is a little bit low and you have to shoot the movie in 5 days or 10 days or whatever, and you talked about having script conferences with Amaka Igwe, you don't always get that opportunity to prepare. So how, as an actor, can you factor in the time that you do need to do background, get absorbed into the script so that you can do better for the character that you're about to play? Because those are the things that I feel like hinder certain actors who are good actors, but maybe they didn't really have the time to.
For me, for every good actor, you should be ready and willing to put in the work. That's, for me, is what differentiates a good actor from an actor. Because this is the one thing you're here to do. You're not here to bother about the lights or the makeup or the crew or food or whatever. You're here to be this role, be the character, not even play the character. So for me, it's the responsibility of an actor to understand the character they've been asked to perform. I had this discussion with an actor once, and he was like, no, but shouldn't the writer give me a character Bible and then the director should tell me what the character is? I said, fine, they can do all of that. But you are the actor, and you should not leave your job in the hands of anybody else. You should have the understanding of your character beyond everyone else. So even if you have gone ahead for some reason to take up a job that you have to shoot in 2 or 3 days, then you need to find out how to know that character. If you have to place several calls to the writer, what were you thinking about when you wrote this character? If you have to call the director, what's on your mind about this character? What are you looking at? You, as an actor, which I always tell my actors, write me a backstory for this character. If they say, oh, blah, 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 I don't understand, okay, just tell me from what you've read in the script, what schools you think this, exactly, who this person is, where was she born, what schools did she go to, did she have any life-changing experiences as a child that, as a result of that, it makes her who she is today, basically create something that makes that character rounded, so that with every dialogue you're taking, it connects, it makes sense, and you can always tell when people are just mouthing off the lines on the paper, and when they're actually meaning and saying it, like becoming the character, not playing it. Don't represent. Be. Like embody, like give your body over to that character and say, okay, this is not me. This is this person. I am Zainab. I went to school in the UK. What does it take? If I went to school in the UK, that means, okay, my accent is probably affected this way, or, what way, or do, just basically do your back work. That's what work, for me is. Then you can come to your writer or the director or, whatever, and then ask further questions. But you shouldn't wait for them and then say, oh, I gave a poor performance because the director did not direct me. No. You are the actor. That's your job. Then for me, as a good director, I will assist you, I will help you, I will tell you my vision. And then you can say, okay, director, I was thinking, she walks with a limp, and then I can say, I wasn't thinking about that, but that works. You know, it's good to always bring something to the table.
Yeah.
Then you own the character, you know.
Yeah.
That's how you are able to get a lot of awards or whatever, and people recognize that, you know, I loved her in that movie
Yeah.
because you stand out. People can relate.
Who are some of your favorite actors?
From anywhere.
You can just
I
say
know.
like two.
I wanted
just
to,
keep
okay,
it
yeah, just a
safe.
couple. Or three.
I know this is crazy, but I'm a fan of Johnny Depp. I don't
Okay.
know
Oh,
why.
that's not crazy.
Because-
I think
That
that's
is
crazy.
Because
He's whoever he
Exactly.
He was
For
Scissorhands.
that-
He was Scissorhands. He wasn't.
Oh,
though Johnny
love-
Depp is playing. He
For
was
that
Edward
reason.
Scissorhands, or he was
Yeah.
Captain. What's
Yeah.
his name?
Captain.
The Caribbean. What you call Pirates
Yeah.
of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the
He was that. Yeah. So yeah.
You know,
Okay.
so for that reason, I really, really love him because you see him in each character and,
He's
you
there.
know, he's there. I mean, he's going a little crazy these days, yes,
Yeah, a
but
little bit.
I mean, it's taking it overboard, but, you know, for just that reason that, you know, he applies himself to the character, I love him so much. And then, I can't believe that I've forgotten her name.
Is it Meryl Streep?
Yes.
Yes, Meryl Streep is
Yes,
like
it was everybody.
the
Like-
female version of Johnny Depp, but like 1,000 miles ahead.
She
She
could
is
play Jesus. You know what I'm saying? We'd be like, yes, that's
And
that's
then
the
you
one.
do not see Meryl Streep
At all.
anywhere. You
Yes.
see the character,
yeah,
you
you
know,
don't even
and
know
she
who she
loses herself. She
Yeah.
puts everything into
She
it.
is- she is
The way
herself.
she walks, the way she talks, the way she just becomes the
Some
character.
people are really
you
blessed
know.
though.
So
Like she's got it down pat.
She does.
Okay, so now on the flip side, since we're talking movies now, do you have? Because let me just ask the question: do you have favorite movies that you will watch over and over
Yes,
again?
yes.
Okay, what are a couple? What are a few
Okay.
of them?
Love Actually.
Really?
I watch it.
I watch it.
like
That's so tender.
3 times. I watch it like 3 times every year. I don't know. I just keep
Oh.
going back. I love the multiply layered plots. I love how
Yeah.
everything comes, you know,
Together.
together, and it's sweet, you know.
Yeah,
and
it is a
it's,
sweet
you know, and there's this other one I also watch like that. The one named after a place.
Who's
I
in it?
remember
Who's in it?
later.
Who's in it?
No, it's also a romantic comedy with
One Night in
yeah,
Paris,
no, not One Night in Paris. I'll remember later.
Okay.
That one.
Mhm.
And yeah, I mean, for me, those two really, like, they're movies I watch over and over and over again, and I always
Okay.
go back to them.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go on another break, guys. When we come back, we'll share our favorite movies and hopefully talk about a remembered her or their favorite movie. We'll see you in a minute.
Hi guys, welcome back to The Spot, and today we're talking about movies. Earlier on, Topé was trying to think about her second movie that she really loved, and I think she's got it now.
Yeah.
Notting Hill.
Notting Hill.
And then Nigerian, Letters to a Stranger, written by Victor Agawa. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Victor's an
directed
amazing
by
writer.
Fred Amata. I think this was
Ah.
about probably 8 to 10 years ago or so.
Okay.
Fantastic movie. I see it over and over and over and over again. It's
See,
one of the
Nigerian
old
movies,
ones.
this
check
is
out
my
that.
gripe with Nigerian movies. Yeah, is there are movies that you see and then you can't, like, you
can't
happen
find them.
upon them maybe if you're watching, you know, you're watching a TV channel or whatever. But then you're like, let me even go and look for it. You now can't find it.
Can't find it.
Haba.
It's difficult. It's difficult.
You know, because people, or sometimes you tell people, because so now if I go look for Letters for a Stranger, I don't know
It's
where I will
difficult where
find
you
it.
find it, I
Yeah,
know.
so that's the thing that frustrates me a bit about Nigerian movies, because we have some great movies. Like even when you talk about Amaka Igwe, there's no way you will talk about Amaka Igwe and not talk about Violated.
Yeah.
You know, and that movie, I remember I was talking about it a few months ago, and I was just like, where can I even find it? Like if I wanted to keep it, you know, to have a DVD,
yeah,
it's like, where can I find it? But I don't even know, where one can find it. So that's something I think our movie industry probably will need to work
Will
on.
need.
Yeah. Okay. So what are your favorite movies? Or what's your favorite movie?
12 Angry Men.
Is that, what's his name? Brad Pitt? Was he in that? No. So who's in 12 Angry Men?
That's an old, like black
Very
and white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
12 Angry Men. I really, of the current ones, Inception, but because I love Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay. That is a good
The
one.
Dark Knight series, because I love Heath Ledger.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Nigerian movies. I'm into more series than anything. I loved October 1. I love the 430. Those are the series and stuff. So yeah, I'm It's kind of hard for me because when I sit to watch a movie, I just sit to watch the movie. I
Yeah.
try not to analyze or whatever. It's just let me
Yeah.
enjoy this thing.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
those are mine.
Okay, so I think one of my favorite, I have a lot of favorite movies. I like musicals.
Okay.
Yeah, Sound of Music is definitely. Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, and it's one of my favorite movies because not because it's the greatest movie ever, but because the memories attached to that movie, and every time I would watch it, it just makes me. It was happy times in my life. I didn't have bills. All the money that my parents had, I
There was a
just spending
Bollywood
it.
movie that I got from you. The
Oh.
one with the guy that
Love Ajkal.
the one that
love Bollywood as
I think
well.
he had proposed to his girlfriend, or they had their hen night in, I don't know, Spain or something, and oh gosh, I can't
watch so
remember.
many
She watches a lot of Bollywood.
movies. I watch a lot of Bollywood movies. So
Yeah.
Ye Vada Raha is one of my favorite Bollywood movies. So I've talked about
That's
Seven
very
Brides.
old.
Yeah, very, very old. Then there's a movie with Kevin Spacey. Why did I just forget? It just left my mind right this second. Kevin Spacey, Kaiser Soze.
Yeah, same thing has happened to you.
Yeah, you infected me. It's your fault.
Usual
The
Suspects.
Usual Suspects. That's it. And that's one of my favorite movies. I like smart movies, the ones that
Yeah.
make you think and you're trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah.
And I also like I like old black and white movies as well. My favorite old black and white movie is a movie called All About Eve.
Okay.
And that's a good one. I think the thing about movies, and I think I really respect people who are in movies because they are dedicated to giving everybody an escape from their mundane day-to-day lives. Like, life can drag you down.
Yeah.
But you just step into the dark room for 2 hours.
And that's
and
it.
You're just away
Forget
somewhere else
everything.
for a few, for a couple of hours, and that's dedication. I love that. Yeah, it's a great experience. Yeah.
What was the last
definitely.
movie you watched?
50.
Good answer.
How many times
I hope
have
you
you
people
watched
have
50?
watched 50.
I've seen the fourth or fifth time.
Fifth time.
Do
Okay.
you ever get bored seeing the movies that you've done?
Yes,
like,
I
you-
do.
Mm.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I
You
can
saw
tell.
something.
I mean, it's even better with movies I produced. The ones I directed, it's like, kill me now.
You only notice the things you're like,
Yes, that's because I only
That
noticed the
was
things that
not
I
supposed
you
to
know,
be there.
so
That
I'm
red
like,
shit,
Did
that-
you see that? No.
are you extremely critical of your own
Very,
stuff?
very. I'm very critical.
But
I
you
think
will watch it
creatives
because
are.
for a long time I wouldn't watch anything that I did because all I would see is see your hair, see your, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't watch
I'm very
it. But
critical like that. But then with time and maturity, I realized that if I don't, then I can get better.
Yeah.
So,
It's
I'll
important.
note down those things that make me and then I actually literally note them down, and my next production I'm like, I'm not making
Doing
this
that.
mistake. I'm not doing this, so I started channeling them that way. So then I don't make the same mistakes twice.
Okay.
Are you looking for actresses?
Why must you always beg? Why begging? Change in 2016. We're on the cusp of a new year.
Ask and you
No,
shall
the spot
receive.
needs you more.
Fine. It's good for you. No, she's actually very good. She's
I
very, very
know.
good.
I know.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go to our very last break. When we come back, it's game on. We'll see you in a minute. Welcome back. You're still watching The Spot. We'll be talking movies with the producer of the highest grossing Nigerian movie on its opening weekend, 50. Yes, first film from EbonyLifetv Films. No,
EbonyLife Films.
EbonyLife Films. Don't let me get fired on this. Yeah, so 50 has done very well at the theaters, and I think we're all proud of it, but obviously you must feel extremely proud of the work you did. So actually,
Kudos to you.
done.
And you can still
Everybody
watch
is.
it in the cinemas now. So go out and watch 50.
yes, it's great. It's a nice story. It's a very
It is.
nice story. The
Little-
characters
on the
that we
sexy
all.
side.
I remember. Listen, if you,
I gasped. I was like,
there was a few scenes I was like,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
me.
So it's unlike a lot of things that you'll see.
Yeah.
So trust me when I say it's a movie worth seeing.
Yeah. And basically what we like to say is that 50 starts up a lot of conversations that we need to start having in Africa.
Most
you know.
definitely.
So, I mean, that's the effect, like when people are done watching, they're like, did you see that? Yes, we should start talking about it. You know, and that's like the purpose is served, you know.
Good, which I love. Okay,
So
well,
let's play a game
let's play a quick game. Yeah.
of concentration.
Concentration, our favorite game. Yeah, Zainab,
Um,
you know concentration.
Yeah, you're going to have to teach me. I'm
Ah,
watching and
concentration-
wondering
okay,
how you think I
concentration is
know
just-
what
is
concentration is.
Concentration is
I'm really
basically
concentrating on
somebody
you.
says, somebody says, oh, you know, you just name things. So
Okay.
she might say concentration, names of movies or names of projects Topé or she has worked on,
Yeah,
and then she
yeah.
would say
50.
50. I would say, oh, what's the one that you did for
You
EbonyLife?
failed already.
No, I failed already. That's why I'm giving it as an example.
New
No, the one with
Horizons.
New Horizons, thank you,
Yeah,
and Rita
right.
Dominic and all that. Yeah, so, you know, etc., etc. And you have to be, it's
to be
instantaneous,
very
otherwise
quick.
you lose a point. And if you lose 4,
Okay.
you have to do 20 push-ups.
Eh,
Eh.
but I can't do one.
So don't lose. We'll just do 3 rounds. We'll just do 3 rounds.
Concentration.
Concentration.
Names of favorite movies that Topé has, right? Notting Hill.
Love Actually.
It wasn't your turn, was it?
It was. We're going this way.
How can we go this way? We're supposed to go
Thank
this
you.
way.
No, we always go
You
clockwise.
lost the point. You lost the point.
You
On
guys
the
are
beach
so
side,
whack,
you lost the
honestly.
point.
Fine.
So it's your turn.
So you have to say, okay.
Concentration.
Concentration.
Titles of Nigerian movies in the cinema this year. Domo Express.
Out of luck.
A Soldier Story.
50.
You lost a point.
I didn't know
somebody come back to me, I was like,
That's not nice. Just went one
Oh,
round.
You have the prep
until
like 2 to
somebody
3
loses.
answers,
Until
just in
somebody
case.
loses.
Fair.
Yes. Okay.
I had a list of 20.
Concentration.
Concentration.
Movies that have Hugh Grant in them. 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Notting Hill.
No, that's not.
You see how you've lost 2? You see. And he has plenty of movies about a boy.
He does.
You're getting anxious, Abby. You see how concentration will do? You paralyzes your speech. You're like, I know that. I know it. But
Okay.
no, but that was like, I was ready. I was like,
that's how it always is.
Concentration.
This is the last one. Concentration. Nobody's going to
Names
put
of colors in the rainbow. Red.
yellow.
orange.
I was just I don't know why. I was gonna say pink. I don't know why.
He's speaking, you see.
I don't know why I was
Actually,
gonna.
lucky we're not doing another round because somebody would have had to do push-ups. I don't
Basically.
think we're ready. We're too
Basically.
cute for push-ups today.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's just be safe. Let's save ourselves.
Yes.
Let's save ourselves.
Yes.
Okay. There's something that we like to do as well in the show. Either we share a pet peeve, something that really gets on our nerves, or a sweet spot, which is something that, you know, makes us happy. Since we're on the cusp of a new year, let's just do a sweet spot.
Okay.
So I'll share mine, and then you can share yours. My sweet spot is, for today actually, it's going to be related to the movie, to the topic rather, is when a movie ends unexpectedly. Like when you can't tell
What's
the end of a
gonna happen.
movie and it takes you by surprise. Like that always makes me so happy because as I said,
And
I like
50
smart
did that.
movies. Yeah, 50 definitely was a movie that did that. The Usual Suspects did that, you know. So movies that don't end, you never saw it come, you never hesperated it. And then it ends like, and you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
that was dope. That's like
Okay.
the sweet spot for me, yeah.
I'll put mine in the movie world too. I think it's when I read a script and you literally get lost inside it. Like it's so good that you're like, somebody actually wrote this and put all of this together. That is a good feeling.
Okay, good.
Mine is the best.
Yeah.
I'll put mine in the movies as well.
Okay.
Don't laugh. The best part of a cinema experience for me is popcorn.
Listen, popcorn can make it.
It can make
You know when
or
they don't
break
give you, when they don't give you like crunchy, nice, sweet popcorn.
Make-
The popcorn is still,
Like
you're not just bitters, right? You're like, wait.
Like there are times when the movie hasn't even started and I'm halfway through the popcorn.
What's going on?
And
I
certain
was gonna say
cinemas have better popcorn than
I was
others.
gonna
We're
say,
not
I'm not
going to
gonna say
name
the
them,
names,
but
you
some
know
of them
yourselves.
in
Those of you that selling still popcorn. I'm coming for you in 2016. Change your ways. Change your ways. Yeah, that's a good sweet spot. That is a good sweet spot. Yay! So we're looking forward to next year
and all of
looking
these
forward to seeing you,
exciting
Reti, and all the other
projects.
things that you work on, and wishing you all the best.
Please send us trailers and stuff.
Yes,
definitely
we'll be happy to show them off.
All right, we have to say bye for now. Thank you so much for joining us and coming all the way down here.
Yes.
But we wish you guys a happy new year in advance. Stay safe and keep watching the stuff. See you next year.
Happy New Year! See you in 2016.